If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Now, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast if you so desire with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need in a podcast in one place. Now, you can download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Now, let's get right into today's podcast. In today's podcast, I want to share with you 3 strategies for surviving in the workplace. Many employers say that not fitting in is one of the number one reasons a person isn't hired or is fired. Now, successful people know the guidelines of the business culture and they work them every minute of every day. Now, in this podcast, I want to share with you 3 strategies for surviving in the workplace. And you may ask, why do I need to survive? Well, you decide, especially if you're not currently in your dream career. Now, each person and each circumstance is different, and you may not need the job or the career that you're currently working. But if you plan on enjoying what you do, you have to understand that you just can't do what you please when someone else is paying you to do a specific job. And even like when you're at home and you're in your private time, and nowadays you even have to watch your social media activity. It's really crucial. How many times have we seen or read someone makes a comment and next thing you know, they're out of a job? And it's really challenging in our culture today to maintain, focusing on and focusing in what we do. So you want to keep your personal life and your business life or your company life, you want to keep those things separate. It's not that you can't do and say what you really want to, but you really need to be mindful of what it is that you're doing and saying and how you're saying it. Because many times people can misunderstand or misinterpret your actual motivation behind what you say and do. So now strategy number 1 on how to survive in today's workplace is to understand how careers work and how your career works. If there's new opportunities, there's new responsibilities. Think about, how can I help others? When you're surviving in that career, think about how you can support the company, how you can help others. And then think about, is this a career or is this just a job? Now, there is a difference. A career is something that you do for a long term, something that you really enjoy. You might have studied for it, taken a certification, something to that effect. And a job is just something that you get paid for. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you're not looking to advance, that's basically what a job is. And you need to know the difference between the two, because if you're not satisfied in that job, you may think about switching careers or switching to what you're doing currently. Become an expert. Start your own business. Assist someone in launching their business. Train others and share your gifts and talents. The list is endless on things that you can do to help others and be a part of the community that you're working in. Strategy number 2 is to see yourself as a consultant. It may sound a little cocky, but it really isn't. You know what you're doing. You have gifts and talents. You have studied. You have prepared. You know what you're doing. You can kind of see yourself as a consultant, and it will build your self-image and your self-esteem as well. Consider the career that you want and all the skill and expertise and things that you need to find, and then find an employer that meets that need if you're not currently in a position that you want to be in. Strategy number 3, find an informal or formal mentor, a role model, or someone in the company that you're currently in or that you want to go in that can really show you the ropes and the pitfalls. You really need to know the downside. Sometimes we only want to know the good things, and then when the downside comes, we're not prepared or we're not ready for it, and then we just quit or we just say, okay, this is not what I thought. You're going to have those ups and downs. So if you want to succeed, and you need to surround yourself with people who can help you to go to that higher level, especially if you're thinking about starting your own business. That's our podcast for today. Thank you for tuning in. These are 3 strategies for surviving in the workplace, and we sometimes really need to survive. And it's more than just an attitude. It's really an action as well. So this is Diane, and I thank you so much for tuning in today, and you have a great one.